Bust down, Tatiana. Bust down, Tatiana. I wanna see you bust down. Pick it up, now break that shit down. Break it down. Speed it up, now slow that shit down on the gang.
Hi guys, I'm really sorry about how long it's taken me to actually film this part 2 video. Like, it's actually taken like probably about a month, 2 months just to do this little video. I think what we need to do is have a specific day of the week, like a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, etc. And I'll just post on that day, so you lot just don't have to wait so long. So if feel free to comment down below or privately message me on what day you think I should post. But yeah, anyway, getting on to the actual video, I'm going to be talking about obviously being in Bristol. So I was airlifted, and as soon as I got airlifted, or like as soon as I landed at Bristol Hospital, I'd actually been wheeled straight into the theatre because they had to clean up the wounds, obviously, like bandage them up, make sure they don't get infected, etc. And they put me into a reduced coma. So I had all like the big tubes and stuff coming out of my mouth, like my arms. I think my arms are like all up in the air, like just like proper up in the air, like in slings. Like I had bandages everywhere, literally everywhere, all up my legs, like up my leg, like all. Actually, no, it wasn't really over here because I didn't get burnt there, but it was like obviously under my arm and here. But my injuries are doing so much better since then. So anyway, they put me in a reduced coma where obviously they had to take me in and out of surgery every single day. The nurses and everyone were there were just so good with me. Even that I wasn't actually awake, they actually spoke to me. I was told they actually spoke to me when I was in that coma. And actually, I got a lot of questions like about being in a coma. I think one of the questions were, could you feel or like see or like hear anything when you're in it? But to be honest, I don't really know. I actually have no idea, because obviously it was such a bad accident that I was just completely gone. But anyway, moving on. I think it got to about a week or two later where they took me out, and I think I was kicking off because obviously sorry about that. So I woke up and I was just like kicking off because obviously I was waking up in a hospital, not knowing what had happened, with my hands all up in the air. Like, I don't really know, like, didn't really know anything until obviously everyone told me. But they had to keep putting me back into the coma because I kept trying to just jump up, let alone I couldn't even move. I was bedbound, you know. But anyway, where's my necklace gone? Lost it there, sorry about that. Anyway, so obviously I've come out of the coma, and I'm just so confused. I don't know what's going on. Don't know why I've got my hands up, why I've got bandages everywhere, why I'm in this like little pod. It was literally like a little pod, and there was like windows here. My bed was like this way, and there was like big windows where all the nurses and stuff were just looking in at me, like just watching me. And the room had to be so hot. I think it was about 31 degrees in there, but obviously it had to stay hot because of my burns. They had to be obviously not cold. I don't know what to say about that one, but you know. And let alone it was summer at them times, so I was literally dripping. I think I had to have like these, they were like paper towels on me, but they weren't paper towels, they were like dry wipes, but they were like sunk in like cold water, so I had to just have them like on my forehead. I think I've actually got a picture somewhere of it. But got hair in my mouth. Anyway, so obviously, yeah. Where did I get up to? See, I forgot already now. Oh, the temperature. Sorry about that. A little brain freeze right there. Anyway, so the rooms were so hot, so hot. and I think it was just really, really horrible for me because I was out of my face basically, because they were giving me all this medication that literally just knocked me out. But while I was actually on these medications, I'd have these really, really bad dreams, and like I think they were like flashback dreams, and obviously it was just really horrible. And then I was having these hallucinations. Yeah, that's right. I was having these really, really weird hallucinations. So I think one day my nan must have come in, and I was just in the bed, just going, like, just talking, going, like, you know, just talking away. And my nan was like, "Who are you talking to?" I was like, "I'm talking to my friend." She was like, "What friend?" I was like, "My friend." She was like, "There's no one here." I was like, "Yeah, there is. They're at the bottom of the bed. They're at the bottom of the bed." So obviously I was here believing everything. Then I'd get annoyed if someone told me different. And then I think there was another time actually. I was laying in bed and I had like a cast on this arm. So my arm was like this and I had a cast on. And my arm was literally resting right here. And I thought that my hand was a dog. I was there like, "Can you get this dog off me? Can you get this dog off me?" And everyone was like, "There ain't a dog on you. There's no dog on you." But obviously they had to pretend to get the dog off me because I was just in my own world. Just thinking like, there's a dog right on me. Can you not see it? But obviously, yeah, it was just madness there. And then I think the only reason I actually got through intensive care was the nurses. The nurses were so lovely to me. I think there was this one nurse and she was called Bex. She was so nice. Like, she'd literally want to be with me every single time because I'd have nurses like by me from obviously 6 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock at night. So I'd have one nurse, that one-to-one nursing, because I'd have to have that. And then when it turned 7 o'clock, I'd have another one-to-one nursing all the way. But it was really, really like really bad because I'd have to have this certain nurse, which was Bex, because she knew how to do everything. She knew how to feed me because I couldn't feed myself. She knew like how to make me laugh because, you know, sometimes I'd just be in the most worst mood ever. So she'd just be there making me laugh. I think she'd always calm me down when I was having these like panic attacks, and because I'd wake up in the middle of the night. Well, to be honest, I couldn't really sleep, but when I was sleeping, I'd wake up and I'd be like, like proper like, you know what I mean, like having a panic attack basically. And yeah, so she was just always there, like that one-to-one nursing with me. And if I didn't have this certain nurse, I'd always get so worried because I have to have my routine. Like, they have to know my routine. Well, they had to know my routine. So obviously I'd be like, oh, they're not going to know what to do, because I had to have these injections in my stomach as well, like every night, because I had a blood clot on my lung. So these injections would they would thin my blood out. So I'd have to have them all the time, and they were fine when the needle was going in, but as soon as it's come out, I'm just in pain. It was painful. Let's just say that. Horrible. I'd always scream. Literally, I'd scream, and I think it would have to be a certain time. I think it was 7 o'clock, a certain time that I'd have to have it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have it, because obviously Bristol's about 3-4 hours away from Basingstoke, so my family would have to leave quite early. Well, not early, probably about 7 o'clock, just to get back for like 10, 11, 10:30, you know them ones. And then obviously, yeah, I wouldn't really want to have the injection when my family weren't there, because I'd feel really scared. Let's just say scared. But I think, to be honest, I haven't really given you that much detail, have I? Haven't actually told you like what actually happened there. I told you like key things, like main things. But yeah, I'll probably just give you some more detail, I guess. Anyway, so obviously in intensive care I couldn't use my hands, couldn't get out of bed, couldn't feed myself, couldn't even eat. Had to have tubes in to eat. But the good thing was that the nurses were always there, so it wouldn't matter if I couldn't eat, because I'd have my tube in. They'd help like feed me through my tube. I couldn't drink. Well, I could drink a little bit, but it had to be out like a baby cup with a straw, and they'd have to hold it there for me. And then there would be times, there was these worst times when the physios used to come in, and they used to try and make me move all the time. And obviously in intensive care I couldn't move. I was literally in bed for like 4 weeks straight, couldn't move my legs. They tried to get me out of bed one time using I think it's called a hoist, and it literally ripped into me. I was like, nah, I can't get out of bed. I don't want to get out of bed. So obviously I've had to go back into bed. Then the next day they've come and they're like, right, should we use the hoist to get you out? I'm like, nah man, nah, I don't want the hoist. Oh, and then literally I think I just jumped out of bed. I was jumping out of bed, even though I couldn't even get out of bed, even though everyone was just like, don't do that, don't do that. You know, I was still out here trying to do it. But yeah, so they were the worst of times. I think the worstest day, well, the most bad day I've ever had was when I'd see my family leave, because obviously it was just horrible. I'd see my family leave and they'd walk past my little pod and they'd look in at me, and I'd just be there like crying my eyes out, just thinking, please don't leave me here, please don't leave me here. Like, I'd be so upset. But yeah. And then I think there was one time actually when my granddad's girlfriend had come, and I was saying to her, right, my taxi's outside. She was like, what taxi? I was like, I booked a taxi to go home. She was like, you can't go home, Tegan. I was like, but I'm going home. I have booked a taxi. She was like, you haven't. I was like, well, book me a taxi. I was going so mad. Sorry about that. Got some bad lighting. Anyway, so where was I at? Oh yeah. But yeah, I think that was like the worst of like my process of healing. That was like the worst part. But I think, actually I don't even know what I was going to say then. But anyway guys, thank you for watching part 2. I will be doing a part 3 video, so don't forget to comment down below or message me on like set days on what day to like post videos, so then I know like when to do it, kind of thing, you know what I mean? And if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below.
Could it be you calling me down?